Well, we're very happy to be talking to you. I'm Allie from Klein Alley Show on K-Rock in LA, and obviously the two of you have been friends for a long time. How's it been sharing the screen together for the first time? Any petty arguments you want to share that you got into?
I think there was so much bickering and bantering between the two characters. It was like, the great thing was they really kind of picked up right where they left off. That 25-year gap of them not being together. But she knows how to pick and poke and get you going. But that was the great thing about the relationship. There's so much great chemistry there that I think people really, that's what makes it different and kind of elevates the movie to all these kind of other movies that you've seen in the show.
And my character stayed eternally mad that he didn't leave back in high school. Like, she's mad. She comes back with the chip on her shoulder. She's mad that he didn't do what he should have done, which, grow some balls and leave town. And he didn't do it. And so she was mad. And I think that was a fun through line to carry through our work.
Yeah,
it's still not over.
We were talking about the sequel earlier, and she's still talking about how long she's going to make Mike wait.
All the things I'm going to make him
That's
do.
like the first thing to earn.
Yeah. Sequel, thank you. Question checked off.
Well, I mean, we should be so lucky. Yeah. But if it does well enough and we get asked to do one, like, I think we have plans for it. Yeah. We've thought about it.
I'm Mike Adam from WNEW New York. With the government agency that you're a part of in this movie, being tight-lipped and being able to keep secrets is important. So in real life, would you be able to be a part of this agency? Are you guys like the leak in real life? Are you just letting like secrets, family secrets slip all the time, or?
I'm not good at keeping secrets, but hopefully if people are smart enough to recognize what your strong suits are, then they would put you in that department, as opposed to having to hold some sort of valuable information that is, likely going to get leaked to whoever's around and I'm kind of bored and want to talk to and talk about it with. But
did you tell all my secrets I told you?
I didn't.
Wait,
I almost did.
The stuff I was texting you?
No.
Okay.
No.
See, you just told me something. I was like, wait, hold a minute.
No more confiding.
No, I'm a vault. I'm a vault. I can keep a secret for a very long time.
Yeah, my wife's like that. She always gets mad at me.
Yeah.
I can't keep surprises or secrets either.
You don't even like having the knowledge. No. You're like, just don't bring it my way.
No.
Yes.
I love it.
Good to know.
Don't burden me with that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, I was like, check that. That's so funny.
Noted.
Jane from Audacy, San Francisco and Portland. I loved the comedic timing in the movie. I loved your guys' chemistry, and I just wanted to know, so much of it felt improvised and like you were just loving being around each other and, riffing back and forth. Did you have to like start some takes over because you're like, okay, wait, that was actually too funny and I have to stop?
No, when they were funny, we kept them. And if we laughed, well, that's what our characters would do. I don't think we ruined too many that way. But you had a lot of good one-liners. He was always saving the best line for the end. Like, you know what I mean? He always would end the scenes with like the best little buttons.
Really? I thought I did when I said, okay, yeah, I'm like the Jersey James Bond. And then she comes back with, 00, go fuck.
I wrote that one down.
Yeah, that's stealing the scene there.
Poet Taylor hosted Midday Shenanigans out of DC. My question is, one of the dopest things about this movie is this 25-year gap where you were waiting for this second chance with your sweetheart. So can we talk about the time in your life that you're grateful that you got a second chance, maybe to make a first impression or a second chance at something you tried at?
Well, something did just dawn on me. With most people, they probably don't want to see somebody after 25 years. Probably a little worried. You got no worries right here. I mean, nothing's changed. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Not true.
Right?
Not true.
Yeah.
God, what would I want a second chance at?
I don't know. I always feel like, I think if you could go back and do something, but we just know that that's not the case, right? So you kind of learn from the mistakes that you made. And I think those are the things that really help you grow and learn and be better at everything else that you're doing in the future.
But I do have a story that I'd like to tell, and that's about Spike Lee. I auditioned to play his wife in Jungle Fever, and he gave me another chance to go in the bathroom I told him, I can be the crack hoe. Really, that's what you should let me audition for. He goes, no, you're my wife. I said, no, I'm the hoe. You let me go, wash my makeup off. I'll show you a different version of me. And he gave me a chance to have a second chance at auditioning for his film, and that ended up being my first movie role. But because he gave me a second chance to do what I really wanted to do. So.
Isn't anything she can't do?
Can you play crack hoe, Mark?
Can you play crack hoe?
I haven't tried yet, but I think if I...
But he was Dirk Diggler, and like that's like
We're sniffing, not smoking.
that was still
Crack
And he did some homing. I beat him in the van.
Did some homing.
Pickup truck in the parking lot. Yeah, so I did.
see. So yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for bringing that
For
up.
reminding you.
Hi, I'm Julia, host of The Julia Show, based in Detroit and syndicated nationally. One of my favorite little pieces of this movie was the end credits of the throwback photos of you guys.
Yeah.
So obviously you've known each other for a while, but what did you learn about each other while filming The Union?
Well,
it's pretty clear, I think, with me. It's like she's a mom first. The kids are the top priority. My wife is, she's a mom, right? And so, to see that she can balance all of those things and this career and being Halle Berry, but becoming Roxanne and doing all of these things. And I know it's not easy, but she makes it look easy.
well, thank you, Mark. But the same for you. This guy, our first AD would say, rolling. If one of his kids called in that moment, we'd be on a roll waiting to go, and he'd be like, hello, hi, this is my son, say hi to Halle, say hi to everybody. Like, he's relentless at that. He is very available to his children. He was talking to them all the time, all hours of the night.
But if I were to show them other people on the FaceTime, they're not going to call me back either. They're going to interrupt all working because they get annoyed. They don't want to see.
Well, they want it every
I see
time.
Halle, but yeah, they don't want to see.
No, they don't. But it was that. And it was also his, he does 100 things too, like all these businesses and stuff. And he's always flying somewhere, and he comes back, but he comes back prepared. Like, you think somebody doing all the stuff he's doing, he'd kind of be phoning it in, but he knows his stuff, he's prepared. And it was nice to work with people that are professional, because it doesn't always happen today.
One thing that always gives me anxiety in movies like The Union is you guys are like running around like crazy, you're jumping out of cars, and I'm like, no one's eating. Isn't everyone hungry by now? Like, you've just been going for hours. When you're shooting an action movie like this, what is fueling you? Is there a go-to snack, or are you like, I can't eat anything until I jump out of this car a few more times? Like, what is the backstage diet? What is that situation like?
I have the same, I've eaten the same food for 5 times a day for, I don't know, 20 years now. Very boring, very bland.
I like that.
Chicken out of a container and a sweet potato. Yeah. Or depending on what time of day it is. But always trying to.
They don't bring you your own? You have to bring your own from home?
A little finicky.
He's got a chef, Oh. That's how he rolls.
Do you make turkey burgers?
He's not bringing it in Tupperware.
He's not doing
That's what I've got. I was like,
silver platter. Yeah, it is a Tupperware, actually. And a Yeti. So fancy. But
let's be clear.
But he's not cooking what he's good at. He's just making chicken and turkey burgers.
I'm the same. Food is fuel. I'm not a foodie at all. I just want the calories, I want the protein, and I want to be done with it. I'm not really a big foodie.
We did have a dinner scene at the end where we started drinking wine. We had too much wine, but we ended up reshooting the ending.
Being parents, becoming parents, would you say that's changed you at all, acting-wise? Like, what roles you take on, just how you view the cinema experience? Has it changed you at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I still try to, whether it be with my family or my faith, I still try to kind of maintain that artistic integrity where if it's something that I want to do, even though I may have some explaining to do and try to finesse the situation a little bit. But as I get older, I've also embraced being older by playing a dad, like a lot of guys, they don't want to, or actresses as well, don't want to, necessarily play their age. I look forward to playing a grandfather. I look forward to, if I'm lucky enough to still get great parts, play other roles and age gracefully.
Yeah. I feel the same way. It certainly changed me as a mother. But what it also connected me to was I don't worry what my children will think about what I do. You know, if it's not appropriate for them to see, then they don't see it. I still do what I want to do as an artist. I want to instill in them, you have to follow your own dream, follow your passion, do what makes you tick. And part of being a mom doesn't mean that I'm just a mom, that defines me. I'm still an artist, I'm still a woman, I still have aspirations outside of being a mother. And so I love that they know that I'm me. Before I was a mom, I was me. And I try to stay connected to that so that my life doesn't turn into, I'm only a mom. That's a wonderful part of who I am, but it's a part of it. I try not to lose the other parts of myself.
I love it.
I love that so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have to ask, because it was a little hinted at, in the hopes of a sequel. So you have 3 days and then they need you in Marrakesh, yes? So what happens in those 3 days?
No sex.
A lot of waiting. A lot of
Come on,
waiting.
he's earned it.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He hasn't begun to earn it. No
Can I come in? Mike, go to your room.
a lot of cat and mouse and play, and because that's the fun of it. Like in any relationship, when you first meet someone, you want to play that for as long as you can. Because once you do it, then you've done it, and then then what? So I think the longer you can toy with that and play with that, the better.
Oh, you can do it again. Get into that routine.
There's a line in the movie where Rox turns to you and she's like, how come you can't see the magic that everybody sees in you? And it got me to thinking, as you look back at your career, was there someone that saw something in you, or a superpower or skill that you had before you saw it?
Yes. I was studying acting at Second City in Chicago, and I was just doing it for fun. I was a model, and I graduated high school, and I was trying to stall time before going to college. Really worked so hard in high school that I needed a break. And so I was just taking this class for fun. And one of our teachers there said, have you thought about being an actor? And I was like, me? I said, no, I'm not. I'm going to go to college and be a journalist. No. And she said, you really should consider this. I see something natural about you, your timing. You should do this. And it took me about a month of grappling with that. And then I thought, maybe I should. I respect this institution. She saw something, I should give it a try. And that's what led me down this path, because somebody saw something in me that I hadn't even thought of for myself.
Wow.
Hadn't even thought of it.
Very cool. With me, I think I always give credit to Penny Marshall. I mean, she gave me my first role. I was, I had limited success in the music, and we don't need to get into that with all you guys. Don't drag me through the mud right now. But I met a lot of people because of that success in and around Hollywood, and there was opportunity there, but not an opportunity that would have really afforded me the ability to have a real career. It was kind of like, okay, let them kind of, get a one-off, two-off part, and that would be it. And she said, basically, you're an actor anyway. And I just met her because I was a big fan of hers, and I had grown up watching her, and she wanted to meet me. And next thing you know, I was auditioning for the movie. I read 4 different characters in the room that day, and then I flew myself out for a screen test and eventually got the part, and then I didn't want to do anything else. So I give all the credit to her.
Oh, I'm glad they did. We wouldn't have the union.
Yes.
We wouldn't have this magical movie. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. This was a pleasure.
so much.
Thank you. It was
So
very
great.
nice. Thank you.